For sale signs in empty hotel rooms. Is the South Texas oil business booming or busting? Grace White shows us the change that's happening in our area and the impact it's already having on jobs.
Well, this was originally the section over here was a hospital. And
in this old building, Jim Downey saw opportunity. With a few repairs,
well, we try to make it as homey as we can.
He's been able to cater to a very specific customer.
Well, about 99% of our guests are men.
Men who work in the oil fields.
Well, one advantage we have over standard hotels is that we have what are called man cave spaces.
There's entertainment, a weight room, and even hot meals. But while this 25-room Nights Inn stays booked, Jim Downey's other property, an old nursing home turned into the Pearsall Lodge, is empty.
Now we've kind of gotten to a situation where we're overbuilt.
Before the boom, there were 4 hotels in this small town. Now there's 11 and more on the way.
It was kind of like the Wild West and almost like a gold rush scenario.
But now for sale signs are also part of the landscape.
It was a great opportunity.
Joseph Cooper bought 80 acres in Pearsall 2 years ago with more than 200 lots for single-family homes. Now his property is for sale.
The sign on that property was a business decision for us as opposed to any indication of what's going on in the Eagle Ford Shale.
Cooper admits he needs more financing to get the project off the ground, but some people who live and work in Pearsall wonder if it's growth the city can support.
I don't think we're going to get that many new homes and new families down here as maybe we had hoped we would.
We're looking at maybe $90 billion.
UTSA researcher Dr. Thomas Tunstall says the oil business in South Texas is changing.
You can see the ramp up that's occurred, and this is probably the year where we saw the largest single year of growth. But the activity is still going to continue. It's not going to grow quite as fast.
Rig counts are down, and there's less oil field crews driving the streets. But Tunstall says it's not a sign of slowing.
The energy companies are getting much more efficient at completing wells.
At the beginning, there was a land grab as companies fought for the best spots to drill. Now companies are narrowing their focus, concentrating on areas where they know they'll hit black gold.
In about half the time, they can complete twice as many wells as they used to.
In 2012, UTSA researchers say the Eagle Ford Shale generated $61 billion in economic impact for our area. That translates to about 116,000 jobs. In 10 years, they expect those numbers to grow to $89 billion and 127,000 jobs.
Is it going to be developed as quickly as everyone moved in here and as they built man camps? No, but it will certainly be developed in the next 5 to 10 years.
Cooper says he would still like to develop the land in Pearsall. He thinks more permanent workers will move in as the oil field matures. Cooper already has a subdivision going up in nearby Jourdanton and is hoping this for sale sign piques the interest of investors in Pearsall. As for Downey,
if everything went as planned, I would like to have a few more restaurants.
Downey owns one of those too. He's confident his investment in flipping old buildings will pay off.
What makes this different from past oil booms is the technology of fracking and fracturing. And so I think with that new technology, it's maybe a little bit more believable that it can last 20 or 30 years.
So far, there have been about 8,000 wells completed in the Eagle Ford Shale. UTSA researchers project by the time it's all over, there will be more than 25,000. So we're not even halfway there. Grace White, Fox News at 9.